What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Mar Bomba, and today I'm bringing you part 3 of the best badges to put on your center. Today we're going over the top 5 playmaking badges. Now, if you've missed the first 2 videos in this series and you really care about finishing and shooting, go back and watch it. I have them linked somewhere in the video as well. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, show some love, do something, and we're hopping right into the video. Now, if you missed the first 2 parts of this video, you need to know that to make the list, we go by badge importance, badge usefulness, and badge cost when we think of what gets on this list. You guys also know we go from most important to least most important. And to jump right into number 1, the most important badge you can put on, it's going to be Vice Grip. Now, Vice Grip is absolutely one of the most important badges in the game in general. The badge stops people who are reaching when you first get the ball, and trust me, this even works on fast breaks. When you first get the ball, it stops them from being able to take the ball from you. As a big, rebounding is one of the most important things. It's probably the most important thing that you do in the game. And when you have Vice Grip on, the higher you have it on, the less likely you are to get the ball taken from a reaching guard. And with transition fouls being in the game and with steals being so broken, this changes the entire game for your whole team. Now, Vice Grip might be generally a tier 2 badge for most people, but the value of it is so immense that it's by far the best badge that you can put on as a big man. The next badge on the list that we're going to discuss that's really useful is going to be Quick First Step. Now, I know you guys are wondering why Quick First Step comes second. It's simply because, for one, Quick First Step is generally a badge that comes in tier 2. But if you are a center with post-up ability but a popper, or you're a post scorer, you can get Quick First Step very easily this year, because check this out. 2K made it this year where Quick First Step can be attained through 3 different categories, one of them being post control. And the higher your post control, the higher your Quick First Step. Now, me personally, I only use Quick First Step on bronze, and I still go right around centers when they try to step up, because I'm a very good shooter at the big as well. It only takes an 87 post control to get it to silver, but even if you only run it on bronze, this badge is so broken at the center position, especially since centers do not typically have perimeter defense, that this is one of the best badges, number 2 on the list, for you to put on your center. Next on the list, we're going to go with Bailout. Now, I don't know about you guys, but my center, although he shoots well, has a very slow jump shot. Now, jump shot video will be linked right above. But since the jump shot is not the fastest, although I have a very high defensive immunity, I sometimes don't feel comfortable just shooting over people, which leads me to Bailout. Couple that with the horrible catch animations that you get for half your jump shots that really slow you down, and Bailout becomes very valuable. Again, it's a tier 2 badge, which is very odd. I usually have some tier 1 badges in here. I think it's really just because you're a big man, so all of the best badges are really going to be higher value just because you're not supposed to be a playmaker. Also, these badges are pretty high because you don't really have to upgrade them much more than bronze to see their effectiveness. Now, of course, the higher you go, the better they are, but even on bronze, these first 3 badges are actually really good to use. Number 4 on the list is going to be Break Starter. Now, I know you guys really expected Break Starter to be higher on the list, but the reason why it's not is because Break Starter is directly tied in to your pass accuracy, and the higher your pass accuracy, the less necessary Break Starter is. I've been able to take Break Starter off several times and still throw great outlet passes. I've also had Break Starter on gold, silver, bronze, and still thrown some pretty bad outlet passes. Now, I will say Break Starter helps with the consistency of good outlet passes, and although this is tier 1, I just haven't seen the effectiveness of Break Starter to make it a higher badge on the list. Now, I could be wrong. You could have a different experience. Let me know in the comment section down below. But Break Start is primarily here because of value more than usefulness. The last badge on the list is definitely going to be the biggest surprise. You know we always got to have a surprise on this list. The final badge, number 5 on the list, is going to be Clamp Breaker. Now, Clamp Breaker makes the list for similar reasons to Quick First Step. I've noticed that it makes it so much harder for defenders to stay in front of you as well as recover, especially when you're a big with very high strength. It just bumps guys off of you and you get open drives to the rim. Couple that with Quick First Step, and even on a non-dribbling build, like my center is 7 foot with a 25, 29, whatever ball handle, and he still goes right past bigs. He still even goes past some guards. This badge put together with Quick First Step is amazing. The reason why it's not higher on the list is simply because you can only get it as high as bronze on most centers, unless you're a dribbling center. But dribbling centers can even attest that this badge is great. This badge has been argued to be the best badge in the game for anyone. It's number 5 for centers, absolutely top 5 overall, arguably tops in playmaking in general. Now, the list of extra badges we're going to discuss this video is going to be kind of short. The first one we're going to discuss is Mismatch Expert. Now, the reason Mismatch Expert did not make the list is simply because it's not really useful for post scorers because they're always as tall as possible. But for every other big, if you can make your build tactically, this can be an extremely good badge for you. Now, the general height this year for big men is usually around 7 foot. So if you can make a very good 6'10", 6'11", even 6'9" center, this build allows you to go right around other centers, especially when you have Quick First Step on. You go right past them, no bump or anything. Even if you do get a bump, you're bumping them off. Again, especially with high strength, you bump these guys off, you get directly to the rim. It even helps you bump off perimeter defenders, like guys like guards who come to guard you, who come to swipe at the ball. You bump them off if you're going towards the rim simply because of this badge. Now, of course, also you only can get the badge on like bronze, maybe silver. I'm not sure actually. I'll check again. But this badge is very useful, just not something that I would put on the list above anything that's already there. The last badge that I want to talk about is something that you guys probably thought was going to be on the list, but it's Post Playmaker. The reason that this badge does not make the list is because I feel like it's really kind of useless. You can get the same type of boost with Dimer, and I'm pretty sure Dimer is a tier 1 or tier 2 badge. And Dimer, you don't have to only be in the post. You can pass it from your spot up on the break, anything, and it gives you probably even more of a boost to your teammates' jump shots when you pass them the ball. That alone really makes this badge obsolete to me. On top of that, it's pretty expensive, not really high usage, especially if you're a dribbling center or a spot up center. You really don't even go into the post like that. Therefore, this badge is left off the list. If there's any other badge that I missed though, guys, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. If you guys missed the last video in this series and you want to get caught up, be sure to click the video on the screen right now. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, show some love, do something, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.